Hello, 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 and happy Tarot and Chill Friday night. Super, super excited to be here with each and every one of you on this amazing Friday day, night tarot space. So I just want to start by saying hello and super grateful for the beautiful, amazing Amanda that is joining me today, and the magical fairy Faye Shay that is also with me today. And to anyone in the chat that might be feeling called to join us on YouTube, feel free to click the link in my profile and join us through the Zoom link, which is in the Discord server. So otherwise, let's say hi to Lala. Hi, Jen. Hi, Seymour. Oh my goodness. And hi to the beautiful, amazing Flash. And anyone else that is watching on the replay or with us today, but not in the chat, thank you so much for joining. If you feel called to share your gratitude down in the chat, I'm beaming with gratitude this week. It's been a really beautiful week for learning lessons, and with the full moon last weekend, we had the full moon release and being able to allow ourselves to kind of integrate this past week. So I'm really grateful for the opportunities that I have given myself to release what's no longer serving, honor my worth, and ultimately drive passion towards assisting in the highest good along my journey and my path. So I'm really grateful for all the beautiful, amazing souls that I get the chance to meet and share this experience with. And I'm really grateful for these Friday night spaces for us to be able to share community space and spirit wisdom with one another. Always really brightens my week to be able to see you guys, and I just really cherish you guys and cherish our space. So that's it. I know I'm gratitude. I passed the gratitude talking stick.
Well, I'm really grateful for spirit this week. When I dropped my kids off at school this morning, I found this one tree where all the leaves have already turned red, but everything else around it was completely green still. It was just like this lone little piece of autumn in the middle of summer. And I got this message from spirit about how we're not in either season right now, we're in between. And Mercury retrograde is about reflection and sitting in the in between, and how everyone is struggling with Mercury retrograde because you're not really willing to just sit in that space and let the lessons sink in. You want to just go to the next lesson, and really excited about the future, but you forget to just sit and enjoy all of the in-between moments. And it was just like this, I ended up posting it on Instagram, but it was just this magical little bit of reflection that happened today and allowed me to kind of get out of my funk of everything that has been going on in the past couple weeks actually. And it was a really nice reminder. So I was really grateful for
that. My bad. Amanda, that's a really beautiful reflection. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, we're not in either space, right? We're not gonna be able to speak and be able to be on camera at the same time.
Exactly.
It's Mercury retrograde. No, but I love that, being able to sit with ourselves, and I, it's so easy whenever we're like hurting and we're going through something that we're really treating as a lesson in our life to be like, okay, whatever, thanks for the lesson, like let's move on, I'm ready for the next thing. But giving yourself the chance to really sit with that lesson and be like, okay, let's actually integrate this now while it's fresh, And then whenever you do move forward, you're able to move forward without holding on to any of the past or feeling like you owe something to it or that you still, you know what I mean? Like you're able to just really like complete it. So I love that. And I'm so glad. And I also like really excited about fall and the changing of the leaves. So another really great synchronicity. Thank you. Shay, did you want to share?
Well, a lot has happened since the last time I was with you ladies. I've been feeling this heaviness on me, and I felt very compelled to cut my hair. And I'm so grateful that I listened to me, my feelings, and not everybody else's feelings about my hair around me. My son didn't want me to cut it because he didn't want me to look like an old lady with short hair or something. I don't know, but it was just weighing me down. And one day I braided it and said, okay, you're gone. I release all of that has been holding on for all these years in my hair, and I am going forward. And I feel so free and happy and lots of other things that have been positive and negative, but I'm happy for the changes and embracing them. And so
Ooh,
I
I love hair. Okay, like hair is so symbolic, especially as a female. I feel like anytime I change my hair, it is always like some dramatic change in my life or something going on that I just like it's a great way for self-expression. So I love that you owned it for yourself and you said, "No, this is for me. This is my expression and I am it's kind of similar to the Amanda where it's like, no, you allowed yourself to just sit with yourself and be like, this is my decision. I'm owning this." So love it. And it looks great. It looks super good. Did you put color in it too, or is it? Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I did this yesterday.
Well, I love it. It's super, super, super cute. And Amanda, I also have to say, I'm still really digging that rainbow. That rainbow in the background is just, it's perfect. It's got the best vibes
I love it
ever.
too.
And my Indian is tie-dye.
Yes, tie-dye
So
bandana.
I'm so happy right now.
Oh, perfect. Well, I
Awesome.
can't wait to be able to share today with you all. I think I don't if you all are down for it, today I actually want to do things a little bit different than what we usually do. We're going to start off with a little meditation, ground up and get inside and fill ourselves with some love. And then we're going to do the collective messages per usual. But at the end, instead of doing like single messages for everybody, I think it would be really cool to hold space for anybody that has specific questions, just because we are working through Mercury retrograde, and I know now can be a bit of a challenging time to understand things, and extra, guidance from spirit can be really helpful. So, if Amanda and Shay are up to it, I think tonight we're going to do, if you have a specific question tonight at the end, hold on to those and we will answer those with the messages that we call in for you all. So, if we are ready, let's allow ourselves to find a comfortable position and really just get yourself into a place where you can give yourself a few moments of silence. I heard something on the radio today from John Tesh, love John Tesh, but anyways, and he said that really Harvard just did a study that showed that you only actually need 15 seconds of meditation a day to affect the buildup of your brain. So 15 seconds, we can totally do that. It's about consistency though. So we're going to do a little longer than 15 seconds today, but either way, let's allow ourselves to find our center. And if you'd like, you can place both hands over your heart or just in a place that's comfortable. And let's take a nice deep breath in together. Hold that breath and release. Hold the exhale. And another breath in. Hold that breath. and release. And I'd like to invite you into this space today to just allow yourself to continue finding a rhythm between your breath, welcoming in love, peace, joy, anything that you are wanting to call into your being within the breath. And on the exhale, allowing yourself to imagine releasing that which no longer serves you. And with each breath that you take, let's imagine our heart space glowing. You can imagine it glowing a specific color. And as your heart space glows, allowing it to grow and expand, filling your body with a sense of peace and love, contentment in this now moment. And I invite you to bring forward one thing that you maybe are usually hard on yourself about, one thing that maybe you are not the kindest to yourself on. I'd like you to bring that forward in your mind, whatever it may be. And I'd like to tell yourself that you are beautiful, you are perfect by design, you are capable, and whatever this flaw that you perceive to be in your life is actually something that makes you so unique and so special that nobody else in the world could be just like you. And so allow yourself to bring this back into your being, cultivated in love and awareness. And if you'd like, you can take one final moment and make a little promise to yourself. And whenever you're ready, we can begin to bring our awareness back to this now moment, wiggling our fingers, wiggling our toes, wiggling our knees and our nose, and opening your eyes whenever you are ready. Thank you all for joining me in that meditation today. I hope the music in the background wasn't too loud. It was really distracting for me. So it's okay. We're it's all good. Thanks again. All right, the messages. I actually felt really pulled to my fairy forest deck, which usually is reading energies. So I think this is pretty great. This is beautiful energy for us to start off with for today for the collective. We have card number 11, which is Ragnarok, setting fire to everything. And then we also have card number 6, which is a feeling. So we have destruction, ending, and final moments mixed with nobility, grace, and gratitude. And so the message that Spirit has for us today is being able to see the destruction in our lives and to let it burn and to let it fall and to let it fade, but to hold grace and gratitude for it as it burns away, as it falls away. Whatever's meant for you in life will always find you. And so if it's burning away, then it wasn't meant to be, and it's going to set you free by burning out of your life. The other card that they wanted to show me on the bottom of the deck we have is card number 12, which is Frigga, which is readiness, bounty, and plenty. You are ready for this burning. You are ready for this transformation. It's like, you know, maybe you saw the burning coming. Maybe you kind of had a feeling it was going to all go down, you know? So you kind of had your little stockpile ready or your preparedness, and now you're ready. So go for it. Don't hold back. Let yourself step forward confident in what you have built for yourself and the foundation that you have created, because this is something that has not just happened overnight, but rather it has come forward with a solid knowing. And then final message, I will pass it along, but you are being blessed right now. The Elven Touch card only comes forward whenever your angels, your guides, your the spiritual realm is just showering you with love, support, and confidence. Like, yes, keep going. Whatever you're doing, you are doing right. You are doing well. Continue on in that direction. Even though right now it may feel like death and destruction and you're just trying to sit in your peace and your grace, know that what is coming is really beautiful and you are just moving through the phases of these transformations. Honor your sadness if that's within your realm. Honor your energy if you're angry. Feel your feelings, allow it to be, and then move forward with your creative passion and inspiration guiding you and motivating you. Okay. Also, hi Ashley, thanks for joining.
So my cards flow really nicely from that, and also matched up with the meditation as well, which I thought was really cool. So we got Bone Collector, Stormfield, and Gentle Gardener. So the message I'm getting is that we're all going through something right now. There's a lot of healing that's happening. It's not a full dark night of the soul, but it's heavy and it feels hard. And kind of turn things upside down. Mine is less set the world on fire and more tornado coming through and just ripping everything out from the foundation. But still, same sentiment that it's just all topsy-turvy and everything feels like it's kind of crashing.
Can you
So
read the Bone Collector?
yes,
Please.
yes, I will. So what Spirit is wanting to get across is that we all need to be gentle with ourselves right now, that everything's going to be fine. We've gotten through all of the tough spots up until now. We will get through this one as well. Just make sure that you are very gentle with yourself and gentle with each other while we're all working through this. And as requested, thankfully Bone Collector's number 1, so it's really easy to find. So Bone Collector says, when the Bone Collector appears, she's asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept the version of the truth that sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with a situation similar to the original event. So that's what I was getting with it not being like a full dark night of the soul, but still something heavy that we're dealing with. And it's going to be different for everyone. When we know about ourselves, thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable, or expect to be criticized. The Bone Collector reminds you that the truth is that you're a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She's kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding, and is here for you to reclaim it. You have everything you believe you lack, and the Bone Collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find you have it after all. Anything is possible. With awareness, the wounds of the past need not define you. So there you go.
That was beautiful, Amanda. Thank you for reading. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Shay, did you have a card, or were you ready to share a little bit of wisdom from Spirit from your heart?
I certainly do. I pulled a few. And let's see, this was the first one that I pulled. It's exploration, boldness, unknown, limitless. And that sounds like what we're going into right now is being boldly going into the limitlessness of ourselves and embracing those unknowns that we're being faced with and finding stability, vitality in our root portal, being fearless. That is the second one. And survival. Survival is another thing, is that we're coming into, I feel that I'm coming into being able to learn how to survive more in my own skin. And then I have Purple Raven. And Purple Raven says, I have a message for you. Watch for synchronicity as magic is in the air. Just notice and appreciate. Don't try to figure it out. Bring true feelings to the surface and deal with them with purpose and significance. More shifting and confidence will emerge as you realize your old self. Be very clear with your intentions. Walk with confidence and strength and pay attention to your dreams. And then I pulled this stretchy cat. Stretch like a cat. There is something particularly peaceful about the relaxed nature of a cat. Try to capture this tranquility by doing a cat stretch. Kneel on the floor, stretch out your arms, and rock forward so that you are on all fours. Arch your back down to the floor, then up toward the ceiling, feeling your spine lengthen as you stretch. Take a long, deep breath like a contented purr and sit up. And those are the ones that I pulled for the collective.
Thank you, Shay. Appreciate you, and I love the kitty cats, especially the stretching one. A solid reminder that some yoga is always good to incorporate into our days. I will tell you guys, when I first started doing yoga, I was like, there's no way. I am not flexible. I'm not stretchy. I am not bendy. I'm none of these things. But I needed it for my soul and my body. I was in a lot of pain, and I just was like, you know what? It's not for anybody. It's for me. And it has absolutely changed my life. Just it's in a matter of a couple of years, it's given me so much more energy and vitality. And anyways, side note, side tangent. Hi Lala, thanks for joining us. It's wonderful to see your lovely face here tonight.
Hi. What's up, everyone?
What's up?
I have some messages too. If is it my turn?
Go for it.
Okay. So I'm using the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck for this round. I do want to pull another from a different deck, but later. So the first one is, I love this because it goes right along with what Shay just said. Miracles. It says, expect the wondrous to emerge. And then these other two, infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life and you are cherished by the angels. These two popped out together. So infinite abundance guided by the angels. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. It's happening for you all the time. And expect miracles, literal miracles to happen. And wondrous changes to emerge. Like right now, with Mercury retrograde, I know I'm feeling, the energy is pretty intensely because Mercury's in my, which Amanda just shared with me the other night. It's in my astrology chart pretty strong. So I feel that a lot. And during these times, I usually just reflect a lot and try to get myself back on track of, if I've strayed the course, like you don't ever get off the path, but you can definitely take some detours or some happy accidents or things that happen that deter you, right? And so the other messages that came through, which I love, is all is possible. And he's just staring out into the horizon like your dreams are possible. And then in silence, peace prevails. So right now is a time about solitude, not trying to force things to happen, but going within and really getting clarity on your life goals and whether you're in alignment with those or not, reevaluating, and then reemerging with the transformation. A fresh new way of life emerges. So after this period of Mercury retrograde, the abundance is coming in, the transformation is happening. You're getting back on your path. You're choosing which path you want to be on. So that's really beautiful. But I want to read this last card from the book, if I can, the transformation one. Because Mercury retrograde for me is about transformation. It's like the inner transformation. It's the inner work that we have to do during this time. So let me find it really quick. Sorry if you can hear my dog snoring in the background. She's completely laid out. She's being real extra today because it's raining and I guess she's scared. I don't know. So it says, you are in a time of huge transformation. Old beliefs, ideas, and decisions about who you are and what you deserve in life are dropping away, replaced by incredible vitality and new pathways. Soon you'll be experiencing the world in a fresh new way. The journey transforms the traveler. When the traveler arrives at the destination, the traveler is no longer the same person who started out. Even if there are some areas that may be murky or unsettled in your life, don't be concerned. This is the confusion that often appears before the rebirth. Like the phoenix that rises majestically from the ashes, a big change in your life is at hand. Don't hold on to old ways of viewing the world and limited ways of thinking. Be willing to see the world with fresh new eyes. Changes are afoot, and it is also very good. That's encouraging and exciting. I can't wait for all that to happen. But for right now, I'm just enjoying the journey, slowing it down. Mercury retrograde for me is about slowing it down and reviewing and reevaluating. Where am I at? What am I choosing? What do I want to choose next? Like choose your own adventure game.
I love that. I did a reading earlier today for TikTok, and it was the dreamer and the magician, which is the fool and the magician. And I thought it was a great message for the path moving forward, because it really is like you wake up tomorrow and you have the choice to choose where you're going to go in the day. And maybe we have obstacles we face and old patterns we have to battle, but you have that choice. And wake up. I just encourage you to wake up and dream of how you want to live that day, and give yourself the opportunity to meet those dreams, in whatever way works for you. But I love that, Lala. Thank you. I pulled a card for us, kind of begrudgingly, to be totally honest with you. I wasn't really sure this box was over here, but and then I opened the box to try to pull a card out, and the card fell in between my legs and got crunched a little bit. So this card is like really wanting to speak to everybody. So if you are here, this message is absolutely for you. It's also the card on the artwork for the deck. We pulled the card that's the artwork for the deck, so that's also significant for you. It's card number 5, Lady Titana. Be joyful. Titania speaks. Celebrate yourself. There is no true happiness without joy in being who you are. Over the next moon cycle, the forthcoming 28 and a half days, many opportunities will come to you to play, revel, dance, and explore the moonlight and joyful part of yourself that has been truly too long neglected. It is time to come forth from the place where you have been taking shelter and quiet time and partake of the joy of good, sweet company. Know that everyone, including the beings of the Dragon Fae, is delighted and happy to know your ability to delight in your own self. Celebrate, and we celebrate with you. Hail, joyful kindred spirit, and be welcomed to the feast. Fairy Queen Titiana's name means literally the daughter of the Titans. The Titans were the elder gods who were the children of the heaven and earth, and sprang from chaos, along with the Dragon Fae, who were also born of the divine. They include Saturn, Rhea, Oceanus, Hyperion, and others. In Ovid's Metamorphose, Titiana is another name for Diana, as well as other goddesses of the night, queens of the shadowy world, ruling over mystic elements and powers. So there is no separation. The Titans are the goddesses are the Dragon Fae, like Isis, who personified the feminine generative principle of universal nature. Diana and the others are all nature goddesses. So rather than being a diminutive creature of delicacy and daintiness, Titiana is tall and very powerful and strong, and she is of the elfin race, where the height and the features are very pronounced. With enough Dragon Fae blood in her veins to ensure that she is a creature who can fly and endure for many millennia, she is one of the oldest ones still with us. And yet her path for this time and for you is to celebrate with others the joy of being alive. Just as you are feeling old, despairing, fatigued, she will sweep you up in her strong arms and show you the treasures of your life and lay out a feast for you to partake in with others of your kind, because being lonely and isolated is no longer an option for you. Bringing people together in life-changing, sacred, and meaningful gatherings, mothering others joyously, being greater than you appear to be, understanding the need to joy and happiness and gatherings that delight in the company of soulmates, family agreements, and pacts that are reinforced through celebrations, coming together in community and with friends, finding your soul family, being protected and nurtured by friends and family. And then the last little paragraph, it says, connecting with others at gatherings, even if they are very small. Consider hosting gatherings of like-minded souls and be prepared to balance your inner extrovert and introvert. Understand the need for family and for you to nurture those connections. Very, very deep connections with others can still be playful. Okay. That was intense. But also with that came a tarot message that's all it's all major arcana. So we have the Chariot and the World in reversed, with the Star and the Death in upright. You are being called to celebrate the joy that is having change within your life, and not to feel like whenever you go through changes that you have to withdraw and be by yourself and, burn alone, whatever, like you have people in your life that you can connect with on whatever capacity you feel comfortable doing. And now more than ever, it is important to not allow yourself to be too caught up in the seriousness of life. Like if something really serious is going on around you, that's totally cool and appropriate. Like I'm glad that you are honoring the seriousness of it, but also understand that we have balance in our life for a reason, and being able to incorporate play into serious situations reminds us of the nature of why we are doing the thing in the first place. And the best example I can give you is like in relationships, whenever we are experiencing situations where we're not getting along with our best friend, it's easy to be like, oh, I'm just going to be mad at my best friend and not talk to them for a while and we'll get over it and we'll see each other later. Like, no big deal. Okay, but what happens if you just allow yourself to be honest with your best friend and say, hey, I'm upset about the situation, and then you're able to talk about it in whatever way that works for you both, and then you just get to move forward, and then you don't have to go through this period of time of being alone, sad, and angry. And anyways, that was Kristen totally going on a tangent, my bad, guys. But I'm just, spirit is saying not to feel like you have to go through life alone, and also to remember that life is meant to be enjoyed and have fun. So if you are stressing, if you are feeling overwhelmed and upset and anxious about something, ask yourself, am I taking myself too seriously? Or am I taking this situation a little too seriously? And if the answer is yes, how can you bring a little more magic, a little more fun, a little more grace into the situation? Be gentle with yourself. It's okay to be exactly where you are. And if it's not where you want to be, that's all right, because you've got the death card with you today, my dear. So things are ending. And with the Phoenix and all the other cards that we've had today, there's no question, if you are here right now, my love, life is, you got some changes coming one way or the other, and it's gonna be something that you're gonna want support walking through, and to see the beauty in the change. So yeah, okay, that's all I got though.
So I got the Fairy Queen is special to me because she plays such an important role in A Midsummer Night's Dream, and that is like it's a very special Shakespeare play to me. It's the first play that I ever played in, so the fact that that card came up, it was a super big message. So thank you for that. So the message I got is similar to the last message, honestly, and similar to Kristen's message. So I got 5 Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Swords upright. So we are starting to move out of all of the darkness and feeling left out and alone. We're starting to move out of all of that and move back into the light, basically. And starting to understand that we do have a lot of options out there available to us, and there is a lot of abundance and so many choices for us to make. We just really need to trust ourselves, because we're not trusting ourselves right now. So we need to trust that no matter what decision we make, it's going to be the right decision. And there's many, many, many pathways to get to the same outcome. So whether you take the short and bumpy way, or you take the long way with the pretty views, you're still going to get to the same place in the end. So regardless of what choice you make, it's going to get you where you need to be. It's just a matter of it possibly taking a little bit longer, that's all. So you really need to trust that you know you best, and you're going to make the best decision for you no matter what. So that's it.
Yes, genuinely trust yourself. Da-da-da. I pulled one more card for the collective, and then I'm solid on collective messages. So the last card I pulled from the Fairy Forest again, and this card's I've literally shuffled this deck 3 times tonight, and this card keeps popping up, so the message, again, is for you. Card number 14, the Initiate. Curiosity, open, and warm. Your energy is unworldly, naive, and unguarded, and you will therefore soon face tests which will help you acquire experience and wisdom. When this card appears, know you have an inclination to take risks without thinking of where the road you wish to dart down will lead you. You have a tendency to say and do many things without thinking through the possible impact. You speak the uncomfortable truth as no other can. The lessons you are experiencing are filling your life with richness. You have so much trust and self-belief, but you are not prideful. You are ready to take great chances, and others may even judge you about being to take crazy risks. You may even be contemplating leaving a safe job, about to travel or enter a new relationship wholeheartedly, or make a move in life without having examined all the consequences. You are curious, you are inquiring, and you are open-hearted. You are inquisitive, but you are no fool. You are innate, and you will therefore take risks as you face the unknown. Your next steps into the mystery of life will be blessed, and you have the courage now to enter the unknown. And then the bottom of the deck is card number 30, She Who Laughs, with card number 22, Oath, behind it. This is about being able to make a promise to yourself, and not just like a New Year's resolution promise, but like a lifelong promise. Okay, you've lived your life up until now doing things the way that you've done them, and you've gotten to where you are. But there is change that needs to happen for you to be able to continue in life down the road that you want to live, down the path that you want to go. And so it's about being able to make that promise to yourself with honor and reverence, as though you are making it to your significant other or your parent or someone that you love deeply, because you love yourself enough to follow through with this path that you walk forward, knowing that it's not always going to look the way that you want it to look. It's not always going to be what other people think you should do. It might not always be what you think you should do, but you know in your heart what it is and what you need to do. And you question yourself and you doubt yourself and you let yourself get in your own way whenever, if you just allow yourself to lean into the confidence that you have built out of the life that you have lived, you would be able to find that confidence will flow naturally from you, and the fear and the frustration and all of that, it will just naturally fade, and you'll start this new path with, like, I don't know, they're just showing me, it's like you're hitting the road and you've got your bags packed and you've got your snacks and you've got your music and you've got your best friend or whatever the case may be. Like, you've got everything you need. Just go. Just do it. Just go down the road. You're already there, baby. Just keep walking. Okay, that's it. That's all I got for you for collective, anyways. I see Lala back. Lala, do you have a few more collective messages for us?
I do, and they're good ones. It really piggybacks on everything, so it ties it all together. But a few came out, and I never used this deck either, so that's kind of weird that I'm using it. So I do want to read a couple of, just like two of the messages, I think. And then I pulled one from the original one I was going to pull from, which is the Work Your Light deck. So that's like, what should we focus on? What should we do? And I really, but the first thing is that popped out is simplify your life. And it has like a little affirmation that says, I cherish the simple pleasures of life. So during, this time, there is a lot of changes happening, and a lot of things are, maybe you're physically moving, but maybe you just need, to just tidy up some things in your house to make things more easily accessible. Start doing like the tiny little, like tiny shifts of things that you can do now, that when you are ready to go full force into what you're going to do, you already have it kind of like set up for yourself in a way, to make it easier and smooth transition. And then you'll be flying free. And this one says, I unfurl my wings and fly free. And so this again, like, kind of speaks to like trusting the universe, but also like spreading your wings, like taking steps that maybe you wouldn't normally. Maybe it's a whole new unknown scary thing for you that you are project that you're trying to take on. but it excites you and it inspires you and you love to think about it. So maybe it's time to spread your wings and go in that direction. And then again, we got expecting miracles in this deck too. It's twice I got expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life, in your life, in everyone's life right now as things are about to be into fruition. And then I love this because right after that card, like so, a couple of these stuck together, but they came out like, pretty quick together. So I knew that this is the message. Exceeding expectations. Expect miracles, but they're going to exceed your expectations. It's going to be better than you can even imagine. Things are going to work better than you ever thought they would. You're going to be happier than you ever thought you would be. And it says, I soar into excellence. So I do want to read this one. It says, this is the time to dream big and stretch yourself. Exceed your own expectations and definitely exceed the expectations that others have of you. Envision that in the days ahead, you will be stepping beyond what others anticipate for you, and so shall it be. The universe wants you to know you may have been playing small, but now is your chance to dream big. Expect miracles. Again with the expect miracles, totally different card. Expect miracles. Believe that the best will occur for you, and it will. Make plans, big plans for the future. Do not act as if you're inadequate in order to make others feel secure. In the months ahead, you'll be exceeding inner and outer expectations. Get ready to fly. So remember, we got the soaring. Hold on, I dropped it. Kind of the soaring one, right? Get ready to fly. Literally. Then it says questions to ask yourself. Have you been playing small so that others wouldn't feel insecure? Maybe this would be like a good journal prompt. And then, am I ready to exceed my own expectations? What are my true expectations in my life? And am I satisfied with them? So again, like reviewing, are you satisfied with where you're at right now? If so, if not, it might be time to make that big change that you've been thinking about. So then, I love that. I love it, love it, love it. Coming into power. Look at this. It's radiant, right? Like she's just like, ah, here I am. I step boldly into my power and confidently. So this card says, you've been gathering your inner forces and are coming into your own strength. Assume your power. Accept the vibrant truth that all you need is already within you. It is safe to own your deepest inner gifts. The universe wants you to know if you have given away your authority to someone else or something else, now is your chance to reclaim it. Pulling this card indicates that it is time to stand in your own light. If you are holding on to any beliefs that you won't be liked or will be rejected if you step into your potential, let them go. I said that like that because I feel that. Let it go. I can't control whether people like me or not, or judge me or not, or whatever. It doesn't matter. But anybody else that resonates, that's for you too. Let it go. Hold on. The more you shine in your own radiance, the more others can see the glow of their own capability. Your strength can heal others and bring light into the hearts of many. Questions to ask yourself. What has stopped me from expanding my potential in the past? How can I come into my power more fully? And in what ways can I support and help others with my own strength? I love that. And so then the last card that I got from that deck was giving birth. I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. Beautiful, right? And so this is the one I had to read, because this is the light work. Like, if you resonate with being a light worker or a starseed or an empath, or, you know, have a mission or purpose in this life that you feel you have to fulfill, there's some work we got to do, right? And so I love the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. And I don't usually pull from it, but today, I mean, I do, but it's been a while since I pulled any cards, so I'm happy to be back in this space. But I felt called to pull this and ask, like, what do we need to work on right now during this phase and period of our lives? And wouldn't you know, we got the Tower. Or this deck's version of the Tower. And it says, the crumbling. What are you clinging to? So I want to read this. Because the Tower is always like associated with like oh no, like my world's crashing down. And a lot of times the towers do suck. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty awful sometimes, but it doesn't have to be. Towers are also transformation. And it can be positive transformations. So, but we often think of the Tower in Mercury retrograde, like, oh no. But sometimes it can be like that. Sometimes it do be like that. But yeah. Okay. So it says, there's a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. It is happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and to society as a whole. So you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. When you're in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Have faith, because the difficult times will be your defining moments. You will be reborn in the fire. Again, like the phoenix, you shall rise. You will rise. You will come back stronger after this tower crumbles. You are being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur. And it may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirthing will occur. What are you trying to hold together? What are you doing your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend that everything is okay? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to tumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent. I can't say the word, magnificent. The view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away each new morning. Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna are with you now. Lay it all on their altar. They can hold it. Work your light inquiry. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? So those are powerful questions. And I really encourage anybody listening to that or that resonated with that to actually like think about those questions and maybe even journal about it, because something, you know, is blocking it. And so what are you clinging to? And I know for a lot of people that's fear of the unknown, or fear that it won't work, or fear, right? But if you could just have faith and trust, and that fear will go away, because you know deep down that miracles are going to happen. But you got to let go of the old life and the old things for the new to come in.
Lala, that was so on point. Ah, yes, that was beautiful. I will say Maria just joined us from TikTok, and so that was really beautifully synchronized in timing with I was telling Maria on TikTok I liked the visual of that card with the tower, because you could really see the rubble kind of all around you, on the tower, but then you're peering through into the mountainous landscape before you. So it's like maybe you're sitting in your tower. Maybe you've already had your tower moment and you're just like, for me, I'm imagining it like the building burned down and now I'm just sitting in what's left of the burned house, but I'm not feeling devastated and destroyed. I'm feeling excited. Like now that I'm not attached to this old house, there's nothing left. I can truly walk forward onto this new path that we're creating. So, yeah, anyways, for whoever that is relevant for, I felt really called to pull from my charms for you guys. And it's not something I do all the time, but if we are feeling down for it, I'm going to share what I pulled. And these are just signs and synchronicities from the universe to help you be able to see that this message is for you. This could be additional messages. Really, it's just a space for you to be able to get a different form of message besides tarot cards. So I will start with the letters. So we have S. We have U. Da-na, da-na, da. We also have L. Da-na, da. Oh, there it is. Where is it? L. We have A. A has been showing up a lot for me. If anybody has any like inspirations on sharing, I would love to hear from you. And then we also have J. And K. Whatever that calls in for you is valid. We also have the tornado as a sign, which I love because this tornado is like, he's got some buffy arms. Like this tornado is coming in and tearing up the rest of that house. Like, don't you think there's gonna be one little corner miss? Because it's not. Little tornado guy is gonna come in and get the rest of it for you. We also have the starfish. Just a beautiful reminder to take some time at the beach, relax, rest, enjoy the sunshine. Speaking of, it's time for you to shine with the sun because you are a bright sun that fills life and joy within this world, and the world would not be the same without your specific light in it. We also have the 4-H pin, which I feel like at this point is just like necessary for tarot and chill. This one reminds me of community spaces. We also have the alien button, which has been coming in a lot for, okay, I had an experience happen like 3 weeks ago that I will share with you all at some point in time, but our star family is really trying to communicate right now, so that. And then we also have the Mary, the Mother Mary pendant, so maybe some religious inclinations there for anybody. The believe in yourself button. I know there a lot came out, but believe in yourself. Last one. Last one. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? What's the last one gonna be, Amanda? Guess. No, okay. You're close. I can feel you.
All I'm seeing is clovers though. Like I have the 4 button stuck in my head.
The 4-H. It's the narwhal. It's the narwhal.
Narwhal.
Yeah.
The
The narwhal is such a great symbol for me. Like, I don't know why. I just feel like the narwhal is such a unique character. And this particular narwhal has a crown on its head, so just reminding you of the royalty that you are. Also, side note, for anybody that's like into past lives and learning about their past lives and incorporating the wisdom from their past lives into this life, I had a huge download this week that I wanted to share with you guys. And it's that your past life has so much wisdom to give you and to share with you, but we do not want to attach ourselves to the image of that past life. So, like, for example, if in your past life you were a queen and you embodied this energy of being a queen, and you know, reigned over your people, and you were beautiful, and you did all these amazing things, you come into this life and you able to see those qualities of the past life self, and you now hold those qualities within yourself in this life. It's important to understand the qualities that you bring with yourself, not so much attach yourself to the name of the past life. So, you know, just something for food for thought for you to sit with in whatever way that resonates for you. But random insert. Okay, Shay, I can see you got something you want to share. Go for it. Oh no. Okay, you're solid. Okay, does
I
anybody
do,
else
yeah.
have? Oh, Amanda, go for it. I was like,
Yeah.
something.
No, I just need to mention that, hi, I'm A. My first initial is A.
Amanda. We need to talk. I'm telling you, I've been seeing A's everywhere. Like, it's not even funny at this point. And I'm just like, Spirit, what? I need more.
But I keep getting J. Like, it doesn't matter who's doing the reading, the letter J will pop up, and I don't
Jay,
understand.
I've got Jay right here.
I know.
You also drew an S, right?
I did. Yeah.
Shay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, beautiful.
You get L for Lella?
What?
Right. Did you do L?
L, yes. There was an L. Yes.
There was.
And there was a K. And there was a K.
Hey.
J for Jen.
I'm a K. Yeah. Everybody that's here is represented.
Perfect. That's awesome.
All right.
So, because you said our star family is trying to communicate, I felt very called to pull from the Starseed Oracle.
Okay.
And I'm going to read the message directly from that because they say it perfectly. These are Oracle cards, and I love the artwork in these, but I also love the messages. They're always beautifully timed whenever I need to hear them. So, and they're, kind of short. But the first one was Star Brothers. Look at this picture. Oh, amazing artwork. This doesn't do it justice, but Horus energy. Protection, loyalty, safety, trust. So our star family, our star brothers in particular are wanting to speak about something. So here we go. Let's hear them out. They say, you're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receive a new level of support now from those in your life and from the benevolent beings that you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone, and that it's not safe to let our guard down and open our heart, that the world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe. Even if you're going through a difficult time, they want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let more love in. They're guiding you to stay open to receive a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's up and down. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. How can you open yourself up more to receive more support? So if you're feeling like you're alone and that you're scared and don't have confidence, they're here to tell you, like, just give it to the universe, give it to your star family, give it to God, give it, to the source, whoever you want to give it to, but you don't have to hold it. And it's bringing you down to holding on to it, clinging to it, like that Tower card. And so then it says, forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. The artwork in this is awesome. So it says, pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. If you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path, and you'll likely not even take the first step. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason that you don't step forward and lead. Let it be the reason that you do. The most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission or until the morning they wake up feeling ready. They take a deep breath, put one foot in front of the other, and figure it out as they go. They don't wait for someone to lead them. They lead themselves. You are here to pave a path that hasn't been walked before. This is a card for leaders to go first and lead the way for others who are calling you in. If you feel misrepresented in the media, step forward for all those who feel misrepresented. If no one's speaking out about on the topic you feel passionate about, share your unique voice. There's no one on earth who comes close to possessing your unique combination of skills, gifts, and life experience. Don't look to those who have come before you to work out your path. Leaders must forge their own. Do it for your daughter. Do it for the younger you. Do it for the leaders who will follow. When you go first, you make it easier for others to follow your lead. Forge, don't follow. And then the Starseed Soul Inquiry question is, how are you being called to forge rather than follow? How can you be the leader you wish that you had? Deep. That shit is deep. Excuse my language, but yeah, it's time. What I'm feeling is I was speaking with Jen earlier in our 00101110 book reading about how it's time in this timeline that a lot of people are awakening and stepping up to their true potential, and they're embodying their true power. And when they do that, it affects the whole consciousness. It affects everyone. It affects the timeline and the trajectory of where we want things to go. And it helps to separate from the lower consciousness that we don't want. And people get inspired when you are authentic, when you do your work, when you actually do the things, not just, think about what, needs to happen. No one's coming to save us. We have Star Family, we have the universe on our side, but they're not coming down into this lower dimension to do our dirty work. They've done theirs. We are the ones who said we're going to do this. We chose to do this, and now it's time for people to rise up. Now it's time for people to actually stand in their power and recognize their power. And so it's a great time to be alive right now, because there's so much contrast and so much duality. And we really have to make a choice of where we want to focus our energy, focus our intentions, and focus our direction where we want to go, whether other people come with us or not.
That is some truth bombs right there, Lala. Ah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Very well said. Well, I have some little tiny affirmation cards, so I'm gonna I'm gonna share those. While if you are here tonight and you would like a question answered, if you have a specific something on your heart that you would like guidance for, drop a 333 down in the chat so that way myself and the other readers can see who all is looking for reading. And then after your 333, also put your question so that way we can pick and give you the reading at the same time. So that's how we're going to move forward. While I wait to see the 333s and the questions down in the chat, I'm going to give you guys these beautiful little affirmation cards. So the first card we have is Start. It says, you may not have everything right now, but you have enough to get started. Start. Breathe. Inhale. Create space within your being and exhale. Expand into the universe and repeat. Cry. The earth never held back rain out of fear of looking weak. It releases when it needs to so that the sun can shine again. Reflect. It's okay to learn from your past mistakes. It isn't okay to become their prisoner. Last one. Feel. It's okay to feel something and not know the source. It's also okay to feel something without trying to change how you feel. All right. I'm only seeing a few 333s down the chat, so let's get started. We'll start at the top. Amanda, I'll just do the first one if you want to do the second one, and if more come rolling in, we can go from there. Lala and Shay, you guys want to jump in and offer single readings, you're welcome to do so. If you want to just chill and hang out and get readings, that's totally fine too, whatever works. I am here for it, so I gave myself lots of space for cultivating individual readings for tonight. So if you guys would like one, feel free to stick around and ask for it. So
Yeah.
I'm up to like giving people readings if they have specific questions or decks that they want me to pull from. I'm down for that. I don't know how you're wanting to do this. Are you gonna like just pick the people who how are you picking like who's gonna give the message, or you were just gonna do them?
Yeah, so it looks like Jen is looking for a reading, Amanda, Flash, and Lala. Those are the only 333s I'm seeing down in the chat. So the way that we'll do it is, Amanda, if you want to offer Jen their reading, and Lala, if you want to offer Flash their reading, and then Amanda, I can offer you your reading, or Lala, I can offer you your reading. Shay, do you have a preference of Amanda or Lala, or do you guys have a preference? Whatever works.
No.
Okay.
Was there somebody else that? I guess there's only. Okay.
Yeah. That's all we got.
Whoever wants me.
I want you.
Okay.
I mean, I want to do both of you, but it's, where everybody gets a reading. So, all right, I'll do Amanda. Shay, if you want to offer Lala, and then that's everybody. So if anybody else wants a reading, feel free to drop in the chat. Let us know. And Amanda, I need your question. Or do you just want a general from the universe?
No, I put it in there if there was a different job coming before the end of the year.
Oh. I don't have my glasses on. That's bad. So bad. Literally. Okay. Is there a day where we can come and play and see
Anything specific,
when
Lala?
I still have to think about my question for a second. I'll type it in the chat. Wait, who is doing mine?
I am.
You are? Okay. We also might have to get a DM update from Kristen.
Oh yeah, we will. We'll do that before the end of
later.
We'll complete. We'll do a message send off for the divine feminine and the divine masculine.
Yes, because we always have to do that.
That's why I was laughing so hard earlier, because Maria popped in the chat randomly. We haven't seen Maria in months, and
Mhm.
I'm like paying attention to Tarot and Chill, so I'm not paying attention to TikTok. Love you, TikTok, but focus. And I'm like randomly pulling cards from my deck, giving them to TikTok, which I don't do normally. I'm just focused here, and it's like a love reading for somebody, like specifically, oh, you've got a new love coming in. Oh, it's gonna be passionate. Da da da. And then Maria jumps in the chat and she's like, "This is not for me." And I'm like, "Maria, it has to be for you because you're the only one in the chat right now getting this message." So anyway. Okay.
I was wondering why you were pulling cards for TikTok. So I was like, wait, I want to know what that message is.
Yeah, it was literally coming out of me. It was just like, nope, this is for whoever is looking at the screen right now. This message is for you. And it was Maria, and I just died. I was literally like, I'm done. Happily ever after, because it's the message that Maria always gets from me. But Maria will not accept this message. She's like, no, this is not for me.
Oh, it's coming, whether she likes it or not.
I'm dead. I'm done.
I got Jen's cards, so nobody else has got it yet.
Go for it. Go for it. Actually, I kind of wanted to give you yours. Can I start with yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wait, but she didn't even see I was there. Yeah, I didn't. My TikTok, it's like the chat is all white and I am wearing white, so I can't see the words. And looks, there's more people that have been here. Oh, dang, I missed. Anyways, okay, point being, Amanda, focus. Hi, this message is for you. You asked about a job coming up and if it's going to be coming before the end of the year. The card you have is the Three of Summer. It says news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, as well as friends that you cherish. So the answer is a simple yes, but also it looks like there's some more work that you got to do on your side to make it happen, and you got to quit procrastinating about it. You got to just do it. And then also, you might have too many options. You might be thinking about too many different things. And so Spirit's saying that you're going to find it easier if you just focus in on one or two and cut out the options. And then also side note, you did get the Four of Spring, which, is a really beautiful card. It's being grateful for what you have and being able to cherish and celebrate deep feelings of peace, happiness, and a contented personal life. It's the 1111 card. And directly behind it was the message that I pulled for Maria, but it was in reverse. So it's the Prince of Summer, which is romantic, captivating, dramatic, and flirtatious. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, and the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Along with the Ten of Summer, an emotionally fulfilling life with a family or friends, raising children wisely, and people you can trust. So with it coming in reverse, the four, it's the blocks we face in life are created by ourselves. Your happiness is within your realm, but you're blocking yourself from having it or experiencing it in whatever way, shape, or form.
But see, that it was those two cards that I noticed when you were pulling the card.
Yeah. They just came out for you. I just pulled them again. They just came
when
out.
you pulled them when you were pulling for Maria.
This card did not come out whenever I pulled for Maria.
But when you were pulling for Maria, I only saw those two cards that you just pulled out for me as well. So that's why when you were doing that, I was like, wait, no, stop all the rest of the readings. I need to know what's going on.
Give me that one, Kristen. Well, it's here for you, but you're blocking it's I'll give you the message. It's a romantic, captivating, flirtatious new relationship that's lots of fun and exciting, coming into your life and sweeping you off your feet and being everything that you've been hoping for and finding your contentment, your person.
But did you see the giant eye roll when you pulled out the 1111 card?
I can feel Maria from here, and she's in California. So, all right, Amanda, that's it. That's all I got for you.
I'm highly amused. Okay, Jen. So the answer to your question, got the acceptance card. So yes, yes, you should accept that job. However, you also got chaos and truth. So yes, you should accept it, but you need to expect that it's not going to be exactly what you expect it to be. So you need to know everything going in, and you need to be honest with yourself if this is truly what you want. Because it is a good opportunity. They are saying, yes, you should accept it, but you really need to take some time first and go over everything with a very, very fine-tooth comb to make sure that this is exactly what it is that you want. You need to be 100% on the same page with it. So that's it.
I just had the biggest sneezing fit ever. I'm so sorry. So aggressive.
That was full on confirmation of the entire message, though, because you stopped sneezing as soon as I was done.
Nice. I love the way that we're linked. I still think my favorite tarot and chill ever will be the one that we all showed up in our red dresses, though. That was so crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay, who's next? Anybody ready? Lala, you ready?
Yeah, I have flashes ready. Flash, this is for you. So you said spirit message or postcard, but I felt really called to do the messages from spirit, and a few came out, like flew out. And so, you know, when it's from this deck, I have to read it from the book. But there's some of the cards I'm not going to read. There's 5 cards that flew out. The last 2 are pretty self-explanatory, so I'll skip the thing. But the first one that came out was hope. And it says, your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. Spirit has brought this card to the forefront for a reason. Even though there's a fine line between despair and hope, this card is validation that hope is always there. It's always inside of you. And you have the free will to tap into its positive effects at any time. Hope provides a positive mindset to believe, to instill a sense of inner confidence, and to know that there's a happy and satisfactory outcome to any given situation. Use this card as a mirror to see Use this card as a mirror to see yourself for all that you are, all the good things, the beauty you bring into this world, the love you offer, and the encouragement you give to others. Believe in yourself and know that you can overcome any situation. Hope will be your source of energy with all of your achievements. So start trusting your instincts to see your life differently. When you tap into hope, you can transcend the restrictions of the past. So Flash, your question was, you know, there's 2 different paths, right? And so I really meditated on that question of, you know, what guidance does Flash need to choose the path? And basically their answer is any path. It's, you know, it's just, you have to choose one. But there's hope in any situation. So then the next one, this is perfect. The next one that came out is stay connected. It says, we are all born connected to spirit, often known as the divine source. Yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from that connection as we journey through life in the physical world. And now is an important time to reconnect to the source. This card signifies that you're possibly overreaching and striving too hard in the material world for things that will make you feel good or that you're looking for specific answers. When you're constantly reaching outward to achieve and acquire more and more, it's easy to slip further away from the spark, your life force, and your soul may wander off its original track. While we're all born connected to spirit, the divine source, we have a tendency to pull away from what was once natural. When we become disconnected from spirit, the source that once nourished us will be replaced with another source or substitute, such as food, alcohol, nicotine, codependency, and to some, or even work, hence the term workaholic. Many of us spend our lives trying to fill the void that was created when the link to the divine was broken. This is your wake-up call. It is time to pull back from the stresses and strains of daily life and seek out that inner place of silence, calmness, and peace. Meditation will help you connect to the source once again and provide you with the opportunity to step back and view your current life from the eyes of your soul. Woof. I got chills when this card came out. And then I told you the other ones will make sense themselves, but this one, I have to read it because the first sentence says, let's take a moment. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. Spirit has given you this card to advise you to have patience. Trust and know that you'll receive the divine guidance that you truly need. Start by asking your inner guidance. Should I proceed with this decision? Then ask yourself, how do I feel about this decision? And finally, if I make this decision, how will I feel about it in 3 months or 6 months or even a year from now? Remember that your inner guidance is a part of you, so use all of yourself whenever you feel the need to have a little assistance or divine guidance. You don't always have to do it alone or relinquish your power to someone else when it comes to making decisions for yourself. Trust and have faith in the wisdom of your soul. It is and always will be your most valuable resource, one that's always there and waiting for you to ask for guidance to ensure the best outcome for you. It's beautiful, right? And so, how do you do that? Well, you're getting messages through your dreams. We get the dream talk card. So subliminal messages through your dreams. Your subconscious is, always running, even when you're sleeping. And so you pay attention to messages that you get from your dreams, but also connect it with nature. We get the nature card. So this is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment. It needs energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. So really for you, I'm feeling like just, really getting grounded and spending more time in nature and meditation. I don't know if you have a practice, but nobody has the answer but your own soul. And so you have to be the one to choose the path, but follow your intuition, follow that, guidance that you are getting if you just tap into it. I hope that helps.
Wow, that was beautiful. You guys are on fire tonight with these readings. Shay, were you ready? Were you ready to deliver your reading, Maria?
Well,
shoot.
I'm
I
not
forgot to put it in the
100%
chat.
sure. I did ask her if she wanted. I pulled some cards, Lala, but I was waiting for you to do a question, and I don't know exactly where to go with it.
Just run wild. That I don't really have a
Okay.
specific question, just whatever came out, run with it.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So I don't know if you can see that. That is attachment, accumulation, defensiveness, scarcity. Attachment resonates to the potentials of both vibrations of accumulations and lack. The over-identification of material possessions can cause a myriad of conflicting emotions ranging from defensiveness without holding or greed. This releasing ray calls for a higher perspective to remind oneself that things consist of energy and cannot be contained. Energy is a constant state of ebb and flow. The need for detachment of materialism and relinquishing possessions is required for true abundance. A period of accumulation of wealth may be on the horizon, so caution is required in how you proceed, or you may be clutching to material possessions and need to release them. If you are feeling like wealth is scarce, revisit all lack and scarcity programs running in your life and modify your belief systems towards prosperity. Know that you are always provided for. And it says that a companion crystal would be goldstone or pyrite. And then the second one, and that was number 2, if you're into numerology. The second one I drew is number 10, this lovely here, which is dreamscape, dream work, subconscious imagination. Dreamscape resonates to the unconscious and hidden desires and dreams. These frequencies bridge pathways from the subconscious into the conscious awareness that assist in bringing life to dreams, both in the awakening and sleeping states, as deeply entrenched patterns are surfaced for examination, understood, released, and transmuted. This flowing ray allows for revelations and new ideas to burst forth with a vibrancy and depth. The imagination is unleashed and creativity flows vividly. Pay attention to your dreams as you are receiving profound guidance from them. Your subconscious is trying to bring you something important for your attention. It's always a good time to expand your creativity and allow your imagination to roam free. Go deep within the realms of yourself, and you'll be amazed at what clarity you'll discover there. And then the last one is, I know that I am the only person who can bring forth the creativity that lives in my body. I am magic.
I love that. What does it say? Read that one.
Says, I know that I am the only person who can bring forth the creativity that lives in my body. I am magic.
Wow.
I am magic. Yes.
Look at that power pose. Fierce. A lot of magic themes today, like manifesting and magic and abundance. So it's all encouraging to hear, because bring it on. But I know that I have to do the work. You can't just like get things for free.
This one is so pretty. I
Yeah.
love the imagery
I
on
mean, you
this
can
one.
get things for free, but
And there's like a little black kitty cat right there.
I was noticing the crystal clusters too. Those are cute. That's a good
Yeah,
card. And the
that's
crow. And there's a crow in the sky too.
yeah.
yeah, I'll have to definitely start paying attention to my dreams more often. But I don't always remember. I know there's, if you write it down, you'll start to remember them better, but I don't do the work in that aspect either. I don't journal my dreams. But it's always fragmented what I remember, very just short pieces anyway. It's like a lot of times it's like, what was that? I don't
You
even.
might be surprised, Lala. Sometimes I go through phases where I'm like, it's just so freaking hard, and so I don't do it as often as I used to, but I would wake up and I would just record whatever I remembered. Like I would literally just roll out of bed, set the intention before I went to bed to record it. So I'd go and I'd pick up my phone and I'd wake up and I'd be like, I just woke up. I remember dreaming about a bow tie and swimming and da 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 and whatever this the situation was, and just being able to like reflect back on your dreams later on, you get inspiration and wisdom in all kinds of ways. So whatever works for you, but don't give up on yourself, okay? Don't give up on your dream practice. Keep going. I just really want to encourage you in it. It's okay for it to be messy, for it to be not be perfect, but try.
I'm really feeling that. And you know what? Like today, everything seems to be on point with what I was doing earlier today. So I have created content today. Like started to do some of that. Like I've been playing around with Canva and designing like social media posts and stuff. So like I'm gonna overhaul my Instagram soon. So stay tuned for that. But I'm not letting my lack of knowledge of technology stop me. I am going to have to forge forward and figure out how to do it and make it like the cards I pulled earlier, make it simple. Because if it's not simple, I'm not going to do it. I'm telling you, I've become spiritually lazy these days, but but with Mercury retrograde energy, it's making me reflect on, do I really want that? What do I really want? How can I make that happen? And then trying to remember it's not my job to figure out the how. It's the what you have to figure out.
And reward yourself for the baby steps.
Yep. Like I said earlier, John Tesh said today that Harvard says 15 seconds of meditation will change your brain. 15 seconds. You can do I can do 15 seconds. I can do 15 seconds right now. Let's go. Okay. Anyways, I have a message for John. And then were there any more messages to give?
Yeah, I got
Who
Maria.
has Maria?
Amanda's got one. Amanda, do you want to give Maria their message?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
So don't shoot the messenger. I pulled from two different decks. Look, two different decks to try and get you a different message. I tried really, really hard. Anyway, there is a change coming in your relationship status, whether you like it or not. It's happening. I'm sorry, but it's happening. Literally, wheel, bound hands. There's a change coming in your relationship status. So, protect your dreams. You're the guardian of your precious dreams, and they're safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the Lost and Found Fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. And manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. So, despite you not enjoying this message, you've been manifesting this. This is something that you thought was not coming back into your life, but you've been dreaming about it and you've been manifesting it, and it's coming. You already put that into action. So don't have a time frame, but considering how adamant Spirit is about this, get ready.
Love that. Thanks, Amanda. All right, John, are you ready? I got a message for you, my friend. I pulled from my dream oracle deck, so I think that's kind of funny. We were just talking about dreams, but you have 2 cards from the oracle and 2 cards that are dream symbols. So the way that I've been interpreting these cards is like the oracle is messages from spirit, and then the dream symbols are things for you to pay attention to that are trying to guide you and give you additional messages. So the card you got is leadership number 37, and it says you are no longer the supporting cast. You are the leading man or woman. Take the initiative and lead the way for others to follow. You will be judged by the company you keep and those that you admire. And then you also have card number 49, which says growth. Growth requires you to step out of your comfort zone. Growing pains can help you in gaining wisdom and experience. The old must be left behind before growing into the new. I'm not going to read the whole book, but I did want to read just a couple sentences. It says, each moment I shape my destiny with a chisel. I am the carpenter of my own soul. You are ready to take a leap of faith, and in doing so, you will grow from this act of faith. Growth means stretching yourself beyond your comfort zone. It can be uncomfortable as you go through the growing phase because you are used to resisting change, even if it's good for you. The only constant is change. It is important not to hang tightly to the familiar, but with how you are outgrowing yourself in different areas of your life. Perhaps you are going back to study, seeking help to heal past wounds, or creating space for spirituality. If you embrace rather than fight the no pain, no gain mantra, you stop being fearful of change and stop thinking it's bad for you. You must be willing to embrace the new and grow into your very best self. Take a risk and see what happens when you become committed to the personal growth. Give up the old. The hermit crab knows when it has outgrown its shell, and it searches for a replacement so that it can fit more comfortably. If it leaves, it is too late. It will never be able to extricate itself from its shell, and it's consequently that will prevent it from growing. Take action, and the universe will conspire with you to make it happen. Be willing to grow in every area of your life. Light bulb moments come to you in the stretch zone rather than your predictable comfort zone. So challenge yourself to step out of the familiar and adapt insecurity as part of the deal on the road to growth and illumination. In reality, the only thing you can count on is change. Resisting change creates limitations, which are fed by your fears and will block your potential for growth. We must become the change we seek in the world, Gandhi said. Okay, your dream symbols. I think this is hilarious because it really goes perfectly for John and just where you're at. You got landscape and places. Go figure. And then you also got people. So literally you got people, places, and things as your dream symbols and signs. And it says, are you comfortable in your environment? Do you wish to explore new experiences and perspectives? Do you wish to escape from your present constraints? Where and when are you feeling discouraged or undervalued? And do you want to be a part of the in crowd? Or what ideal qualities would you like to adapt? Where might you be blindfolding yourself? Okay, that's all I got for you, John. Much love. All right. I think Amanda, are you doing Shay's message or
No, I got
Lala?
Shay's message.
Amanda, did you want to do one for me? Okay.
So Shay, I got 2 cards for you. You didn't specify which deck, so I just again went with the messages from Spirit. So the first one, oops, I can hold on to them. Hold on, keep dropping. So I've dropped that card like several times, so that might be, I don't know what the significance is, but A child's love. It's got butterflies, rainbows, music notes, pennies. I don't know, a bunch of different things. So it says, the love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children can start out as a part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. This card signifies that a child's love is reaching out to you from the spirit world. Love is everlasting, and they want you to know that they're safe, whole, beautiful, and free of any pain. The love that you shared can never be broken, and when you think of them, they're with you no matter what. They know that you miss them. When you see that special rainbow, the butterfly that suddenly appears, the dream of them, the shiny pennies you keep finding, the feather that floats in front of you, the music they so enjoyed, know that these are just signs, and they are their way of saying, I love you, I'm right here, I'm okay, please don't be sad. This card also indicates that it may be time to look at the world through a child's eyes. Enjoy every day, play, have fun, and be compassionate and loving towards others. The child or children here in the spirit world need to know that you will be strong for them and that you'll take care of yourself. Love the people around you, and when you do, they will feel and share in that love because they are here and always will be connected to you. So I don't know if you have lost a significant child in your life, or if it is just the children wanting you to be more playful for you to, connect with your inner child. So I don't know if that
I haven't exactly lost, but I mean, my son is almost an adult, so I've been feeling that him,
like disconnecting.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so it could also be, like the second part, like just being more playful in your daily
Having fun
activities.
and not focusing so much on, oh, I got to do the stuff, have fun while I'm doing the stuff.
Right, because the second card that came out with it is let it go. And it's perfect for fall coming because look at all the fall leaves. And wasn't it you? Somebody mentioned leaves today earlier. Who was that? Was it you? No, it was Amanda. So this one says, let it go. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart, and will do everything in our power to protect you. We're here to show you that we're here to show you that by letting go of your preset outcomes, it's sometimes necessary to take an alternative route to your destination in life. Equally, as you navigate a new route, you may find that the ultimate destination changes to one that's for your higher good. Don't ignore signs and symbols that are presented to you at this time, as this is spirit providing directions and pointers to guide you along your journey. Okay, so that's what those symbols were. Maybe it wasn't child so much, but pay attention for the symbols and synchronicities that spirit's trying to talk to you through those. And then it says, don't ignore the signs and symbols. Okay, be brave and let go of the plans and ideas that are not working. Trust and follow the energy that is guiding you in a new direction. Energy is like the ebb and flow of the tide, and through a higher awareness, you can tap into that energy and flow with it. Past inhibitions, self-doubt, and confidence issues fade away as you let go and trust that spirit will guide you where you need to be. A lot of people having
Yes,
changes.
working on that. Yes. Thank
Meaning to
you.
let things go.
Yes, ma'am. Working on that. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope that resonates. I know the first card is a little bit like maybe it wasn't, but maybe it does resonate somehow with your feeling of your son like leaving the nest kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been difficult with the school pictures that will come up, and there's my little one, and he's almost, off to college. Well, that'll be around the corner, very soon. So, and
Aw.
it's all new.
Yes, but remember that he will always be safe, even though he's not under your roof anymore. He is going to be safe and he is okay. And he's sending his love from wherever he is.
Yeah. That was a really,
You're
really
always
beautiful.
connected.
It was a beautiful reading, Lala. Thank you for sharing that. Ta-da. Okay, I do have a divine feminine, divine masculine check-in / guidance from spirit for us to end the messages for the night. So for anybody that's here and would like to stick around for that, you are welcome to do so. If you're tired and you're feeling good and you'd like to head off for the night, that's also wonderful as well. But this is going to be a bit of a long message. I got a lot, so. Amanda,
Oh
I
boy.
see you. I'm gonna let you share the message for Kristen, and then we'll dive into this beautiful, beautiful message.
Awesome. So it's it got broken into 2 parts because I got 4 cards. The last card I needed more information on now. So I'm going to read it in basically 2 parts. So, forest fairies would like to have a word with you. My rainbow went away. Hang on. Okay. They're saying to count your blessings. So you are very blessed. You have a lot of good around you. I'm getting the message that you're feeling kind of stagnant, I guess is the best way to put it. But what they're saying is that you need to make changes, but specifically they wanted to point out that it says to learn something new. So the change that they want you to make is a new skill. But the last card that came out was transitions to the spirit realm, which with this being the angel of death, I needed a little bit more clarity on that because that did not sound the happiest. So this goes with the new skill that you need to learn and the change that you need to make. So in your spiritual practice, they're saying that you really need to start bringing your ideas out there. You also need to stop procrastinating and get to it. Trust in the divine detours. Things haven't worked out the way you wanted them to, and that's on purpose. They want you to collaborate with others, specifically not in this way, but like with a different skill. So they're saying that you already know what it is. There's something in your spiritual practice that you've been wanting to branch out into. The time to do that is now, but the way to do it is through collaboration with somebody who already has that skill. Does any of that make sense? Did you freeze? I think you froze.
Did I freeze or are you froze? I froze or you froze?
Probably both.
No, that resonates a lot. Thank you, Amanda. Look,
You're
I
welcome.
froze. It's telling me it was my fault. The computer literally just said your internet is unstable. Okay, thanks. Oh lordy. I appreciate that, Amanda. All right, well then, just throwing it out there for anybody that knows about bones. I'm still really feeling called to work with bones for divination purposes, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to start until I find a teacher. So, anyways, putting that out into the universe. Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate you.
Welcome.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, my beautiful, amazing souls. Let's do. I would love for us to end the collective space by just taking a nice breath in together and cultivating a little bit of love to leave us for our day. And then, like I said, for anybody that would like to stick around for the messages for the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Collective, feel free to stick around for that. But for everyone here, let's just allow ourselves to find our centers. Make yourself comfortable in your own skin for a moment, best that you can. And we're going to drop straight into our heart spaces, taking a nice deep breath in. And release. Breath in. And release. And one more breath in. Hold that breath. And release. Inviting you to continue allowing your breath to move from the inhale to the exhale, cultivating and moving the love, the unconditional components that exist within your heart space, and allowing this love to spill through your arms, through your torso, through all of your organs, your bones, the ligaments in your body, and just allowing this beautiful love to pour through every inch of your being, igniting the unconditional nature of love that exists within the very being that you are. And I invite you to imagine just for a moment that your entire body is just glowing with this extravagant love, beaming as bright as you can possibly imagine, welling up inside of you to the point you feel you might just burst. And then let's allow ourselves to bring this energy back to our heart center, focusing it in with another nice gentle breath in. And release, allowing this excess love to spill from your heart and move through the room that you are in, touching the people that exist within your building or your neighborhood, through your city and your town, spilling out all the way through your country, and even all the way around the entire world. And now we can imagine the world pulsating with this love, cultivated from our hearts. I am a part of you just as you are a part of me. Thank you for being a divine reflection of love, splashing throughout eternity. Whenever you're ready, we can begin to bring our awareness back into this now moment with a breath in, wiggling our fingers, wiggling our toes, wiggling our knees and our nose, and opening your eyes whenever you feel ready. All right, my beautiful souls. I love this message for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It's really, really gorgeous. I'm going to start with the feminine. What they're showing is the feminine energy really being in a place of seeing your worth, of being able to see where in the past you may have looked upon yourself with hardened eyes, and now being able to see yourself for the beauty that you are, that exists within you, and the worth that you naturally exude. But you're feeling a little depleted, like you're just, it's like you've had to believe in yourself for so long. You've had to be your biggest fan, your support system. You've had to be the one that wakes yourself up in the morning with love and coffee and kisses, and it's like you're seeing this stronger now. You're feeling it more. Like maybe in the past it was like, oh, I'm gonna do it but because I want to grow, and now it's coming more naturally for you. But you're not quite out of that phase of being able to be fully confident yet, because you're still anchoring in the wisdom of the worth that you have cultivated. And the message for you divine feminines is that now is the time to lean upon each other, to reach out to your sisters, to cultivate space of community, and to maintain a balance between fun and passion, between work and play. Allow yourself to be the best of both worlds, because you have cultivated this balance within. You're in a place of feeling like life is restored and renewed, and you are receiving blessings from the universe. This is also the priestess of the phoenix and the beetle, which is really significant for just life in general. And then the other card I pulled from the Isis deck is the Eye of Horus, which is awakening divine perception. So for you divine feminines, you are really starting to see life through a new lens. It's almost like it's not a new lens, it's just a clear lens. Your perception of things is spot on right now. Your intuition is very clear, and especially when it comes to your divine masculine, you've been getting a lot of downloads, signs or synchronicities, and spirit is guiding you to trust those right now. Those have been coming in clearly, and you have been interpreting those correctly. So trust your intuition on that. And then the final message that I have from the Odin deck is the Freya card, which I just thought was a really beautiful synchronicity for my divine feminines within the masculine realm, of being able to see that you are recognized as the divine feminine within the masculine space, and to honor that position that you hold, not only within your own being, but within the ways that you express yourselves to others. You have cultivated this really beautiful sense of self, but you're gaining that confidence to express it in the world. I do kind of want to read the Eye of Horus from the book, but I put it away. I wasn't planning on reading from the book, but this is what happens when we go with the flow. All right. The Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. Trust your perception and know that you are divinely protected. Yes, so trust what you're seeing. And also, divine feminines, you are being opened up right now for divine downloads, for your spiritual gifts, your third eye. Maybe you may be experiencing more of that. You may be having more kundalini energy coming up. So just really trust your body right now and what your body is saying that you need, because you're going through a lot of changes. Okay, that's it for my feminines. That's all I got for you. Masculines, for those of you that are here, or for those of you that would just like to receive this message for yourself, you have one card that came out, which is the Queen of Summer. which is kind of surprising for the masculine. This is a very feminine energy. It's loving, it's comforting, it's emotional, it's intuitive. You, my masculines, are listening to your heart. You are listening to your intuitive insights. You are starting to trust the messages that you are receiving from spirit, and you're learning how to balance taking care of yourself and taking care of others. You've got this newfound sense of balance within your own feminine energy, and you're learning how it is safe to express this side of you within your world. And also, masculines, just a side note on this is that this seems like it's been a really big journey for you of learning how to care for yourself and care for others, of how to step forward and say no, and when to say yes. And so I feel like that's really the challenge you're still overcoming, is learning how to balance that sense of honoring yourself, of filling your cup first and then spilling into others around you. Spirit wants you to know that positive changes are on their way. You have been working diligently and honoring the process and trusting the journey as it has been unfolding. And you're kind of in this like waiting period where you're like, what's happening next? Like, I've done the work and I'm ready to step forward, but like, what am I stepping into? Spirit's just asking you to trust right now that it will be made clear when the time is right, and just know that you are having welcome relief from any troubles that you may have been experiencing in the past. It is going to be coming to a conclusion. You also have traveling or relocating on here, so for masculines, you might be moving physically or just relocating whenever it comes to your mental state and how you interact within the world that you are experiencing. We also, from the Isis deck, have magic and ritual, which is crafting sacred practice. So masculines, you're really focusing on your practice and your ritual, going back to the basics, being able to incorporate your practice into your everyday life and remembering the magic that it holds. So like, you know, for example, for me, like I was saying in the beginning of this, my yoga, being able to do yoga every day and incorporating that. And maybe at first it was a chore to just do the yoga, but now it's like magic in my life because it gives me the opportunity to express myself, to connect with myself, to gain confidence. So just keep doing the things and trusting that it is unfolding as it's meant to, but also dedicate a little more time and space to your personal practice. And then also just a final confirmation, we do have healing of the divine masculine. So if you needed a little boost of confidence for yourself to know that you are going through a very big unfoldment of healing in the process that you have been through, because you have healed the wounded feminine within yourself, and you're now in this balanced place of learning to see how your masculine energy can hold space for that feminine. And so just trust the process when it comes to that. I'm going to read the healing of the divine masculine for you. I think it's a great card, and I don't know that I've ever gotten a chance to read it on here. So this is for you, my dear. It is Osiris Rises. The divine masculine within men and women is the energy that allows for protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety when holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. When the masculine within us is healthy and strong, we have an inner strength to hold ourselves safe through anything. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in his ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. The inner masculine and the inner feminine need each other. When they are in good inner relationship within us, we feel like healthy, whole human beings. We are able to live as ourselves in the world in a relatively peaceful and creative and enjoyable way. When there is damage to the inner masculine, there is a difficulty in standing up for our own truth, in knowing what our truths and values are, and in knowing how to protect them without feeling as though we have to fight constantly just to be allowed to be ourselves. We might also feel that unless others see things as we do, that we have no power, and then have to fight to dominate others, manipulating them to our point of view. The inner masculine part of us often needs healing so that he can fulfill his divine purpose of inner strength, protection, and honoring of the self in all of its uniqueness. So that we can live as free, strong individuals that know who they are and are happy to just love and be that person and allow others to do the same. This will happen at any time he is asked to hold even more consciousness, to hold permission and strength to be even more of the unique self. The masculine and feminine within us need to be in balance with each other. There is no point in having a powerful feminine with unique values and strong creative force without an equally strong masculine energy that is able to act upon those unique values. No matter what others may think, and take action to allow the creative force of the inner feminine to flow from form into the physical world. When your inner feminine is growing and desires to express her uniqueness in the world more boldly than ever before, the inner masculine needs to grow in self-belief, self-worth, and self-confidence so that he may take action to allow the blossoming feminine to truly be in the world whilst feeling secure and safe. This oracle indicates your feminine self is blooming, and your masculine needs to be able to protect and honor her. Sometimes, just as Isis looked for Osiris to help put him back together when he was torn apart by hatred, fear, and jealousy, the feminine needs help the masculine to heal, so he in turn can help her. Your masculine consciousness can be healed and grow stronger through his relationship to the inner feminine within you, by adjusting and healing our own views of masculine energy so that our feminine is no longer willing to experience masculine energy as violent, aggressive, unfeeling, or controlling, and the healing shift begins. The divine inner feminine can then choose to relate to the masculine in a different way, to hold vision and different beliefs of who he is and what he can do in his purpose. She might choose to experience him as a tender, protective, strong, discerning, and stabilizing energy. What this looks like in our life experience is a change in how we are within ourselves and with others, in how we move and live and experience the world. We have more of a willingness to be kind to ourselves and to honor our feelings, and to not be bullied into stepping away from our own truths by others or even by our own self-doubt or criticism. It is an inner commitment to love and to honor the self, and inner trust in this commitment. So when the feeling arises to try something new creatively or spiritually, for example, there is trust that this will be respected and acted upon as is. When the healing of this relationship begins to occur within us, our outer relationships also change and flow into healthier expression. We begin to feel safe, protected, and strong enough to take risks and live bold, expressive, truthful, and creative life with more energy and passion. This oracle guides you to realize that your inner masculine could benefit from some restoration and healing after being ravaged by expectations that in order to be acceptable, he should never feel anything, and that he should always be dominant, and that the only most violent and aggressive alpha male masculine behaviors are to be respected. If you're already working on this aspect of your own healing, you are encouraged by this oracle that it is working and to stay with your process. You are encouraged to empower your masculine energy, seeing it as tender, protective, and containing strong and aware. You are also encouraged to continuously choose to let go of behaviors that cast the masculine as a perpetrator or as dominating. Use your inner feminine courage, trust, and determination to avoid castrating the masculine by considering it weak, useless, or unnecessary. For healing to happen, both the masculine and the feminine, we must be prepared to let go of victimization, domination, disappointment, and dissatisfaction, and do the sometimes challenging inner work of learning to relate to masculine and feminine energy with a completely different approach. I'm almost done. I know this is long, but this is so good. This can be enough to set healing in motion. It takes persistence, determination, patience, and application for the damaged masculine within us and the outside of us to be restored to glory. But with Isis to help us, great healing miracles are made possible. Once the masculine begins to gain strength and be empowered to itself express in a less cliched and more authentic way, we gain the wisdom and the power of honoring boundaries. We learn how to respect and be respectful without losing our power or becoming servile. We learn how to serve others from a place of empowerment and peace, and we learn how to cut through manipulations and posturing in the world of relationships straight to the truth of the matter. Masculine and feminine energies can do what they ultimately are designed to do, which is to unite in love and to create harmony, bliss, and a peaceful fulfillment for inner wholeness. I know that was long, but I really wanted to give you guys the opportunity to hear that. I feel called.
Damn.
I know that was
That
super.
was deep. Like that hit on so many different levels. Like from me personally, thinking of my own inner, DM and divine masculine, divine feminine energies, but then also like the actual, people embodying those as well. So yeah, that's insane, intense, but exciting, very exciting that this is happening.
Right. Seriously. Like exciting. So exciting, but intense. Okay, I'm almost done. I just thought there is a healing ritual within this, so I'm going to read it because it has been so on point. And then the last message that I had for the group collective is the Thor hammer, which this is why I was laughing, because the masculine got Thor and the feminine got Freya. And then this was from the Odin deck. Okay, and then from the Isis deck, we've got the Healing Divine Masculine for the masculine, and then Life Restored Iophorus for the feminine. Anyways, it's just too much. It's too much. But okay, those of you that would like to be involved in the healing ritual, feel free to create a space for yourself and just listen with peace. Oh, you can also light a candle for this ritual if you would like. And you may like to find a space where you can make some noise and not be disturbed, or disturb others if possible. Light your candle and then stand with your feet 2 hip width apart and firmly planted on the ground. So this is a very wide, low squat, okay? With your arms resting by your sides and your knees just slightly bent. Gently lift and place your right foot down on the ground again, and repeat this lifting and placing of the foot on the left side. Really feel where your feet connect with you on the ground. Half close your eyes and focus on the candle, continuing to lift and replace your feet on the ground, one side followed by the other side, for several more repetitions until you're feeling strong awareness of your connection to the ground. Next, lift your arms above your head, elbows just slightly bent with your face, palms towards the sky. Imagine that you can feel the connection of your hands to the sky and then lower them down by your side. Repeat this several times, gazing at your candle. Raise your hands up to the sky and push your feet into the earth. Keep your awareness on your candle and say, "From the sky, I am strong. From the earth, I am strong." And then place your hands on your belly, still pushing your feet into the earth, and say, "From my belly, I am strong." And finally, touch your heart lightly with one hand, allowing the other to remain on your belly, and saying, "From my heart, I am strong." So from the sky, I am strong. From the earth, I am strong. From my belly, I am strong. And from my heart, I am strong. Then focus on your heart and say, I am healed within. My strength and love are balanced within. The divine masculine and divine feminine within me are perfect healing flow now. So be it. Finish the practice with the incantation below and then extinguish your candle. The incantation is as follows. Man of power, man of fire, man who liberates heart's desire, man within and man without, man stronger than fear or doubt, father, warrior, leader, lover, protector, hunter, teacher, brother, man divine, man of love, man of earth, man of heaven above, your strength, my strength, your power, my power, your love, my love, integrity, honor, compassion, protection, tenderness, stability, passionate attention, man divine, man of love, man of earth, man of heaven above. All right, my beautiful souls. The last message for the divine feminine and the divine masculine, a combined message, is Vend, which I am not going to read this one from the book because this message is very sweet and very simple, and it is that your ships have come in. Everything that you have called, all of the waves that you have rippled out into the universe have now rippled enough that they are circling back into your space. Everything that you have desired and manifested is on its way to you, and sit peacefully with love, compassion, and joy in your heart as everything unfolds exactly as it is meant to. That is all I have for you, divine, beautiful, amazing souls. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful journey today and the extra messages. I know this was a really long one, so I'm just going to bring up whoever is left in the Zoom room that would like to be on screen, and we'll say a lovely goodbye. Send everybody off with some big warm hugs and a love splash from me to you. Okay, love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Oh no, one of my dogs farted and it's